In this exercise, I'm going to show you how you can work with slicers. Slicers are Excel 2010 feature. What makes slicers very appealing is that they actually act as a global filter. So for example, in this particular case, we have a dashboard consisting of 4 charts, but wouldn't it be nice to have a filter, to be able to filter by year? So when I select a particular year, all the data in these 4 charts gets filtered. So that's the first advantage. And the second one is that they're also very visual. So it's very easy for the users to see the filter and apply a selection to it. Obviously, you can use the Excel filter capabilities, for example, to filter by last name, but the slicers are much easier and more fun to work with. So in this exercise, I'm going to extend the dashboard with 2 slicers. The first one is going to filter by calendar year. So let's go ahead and expand the date table, and let's drag the calendar year field to the slicer vertical zone in the Power Pivot field list. Now what this is going to do is going to create a rectangle on the left side of the dashboard that shows the all the years that we have in our model. Now as you would notice is that the 2010 year is kind of grayed out because we don't have any data for this year, and the others are not grayed out because we have data. So seeing the data for a particular year is very easy. I just need to actually click on this on particular year, and then the entire dashboard, all the charts, gets actually updated to show the data for that year. Or if I want to show the data for multiple years, I hold the Control key and then I make multiple selections. So now I can see data for 2007 and 2008. If you want to see all the data, essentially to remove the filter selection, just click on this clear filter button, and then that shows all the data on the dashboard. I can create as many slicers as I want. For instance, if I want to see the data to be able to filter by calendar year and then by month name, I can just go ahead and drag the month name in the slicers vertical zone below the calendar year, and now we have a slicer that lets me filter particular months. So for example, to see this working, let's go and select 2007 or maybe 2008, and as you can see, some of the months are shown in a solid color because I have data for these months in 2008, and some of them are grayed out to indicate that I don't have data. So for instance, if I want to see the data for 2008 July only, I click only on July. As we can see that we don't have actually data for in some of the charts for July, but we have data for January. So that was it. As you can see, slicers are very easy to work with, and they're also very visual. Finally, let's spend some time refining the appearance of our dashboard. The first thing that I want to do is to hide the supporting sheets for the charts. So let's go ahead and click the first one, data for sheet, and click hide, and then let's go and do this. Let's go and hide all the supporting sheets. Make sure that you hide them, don't delete them. Alright, so we have a sales by country, which is where our first report was, and then a dashboard. And another improvement that we can do, as I mentioned when we did the sales by country report, we can hide the fields on the charts. So if you send this to somebody else, it makes sense to reduce clutter. So let's go and right click the first field in the first chart and say hide all field buttons on the chart. And then we have to do this in all the charts, just to hide the field buttons. Alright, that's it. Now our dashboard looks a little bit better. Thank you.